Hi, my name is Rachel Fridley, and this is a New Year's resolution. I was starting 2018 off right. I just had no idea that I was going to start in a donut shop and end in a hospital. But I knew that this particular resolution was going to change my life. We started off, we went to Krispy Kreme on New Year's Eve. I love Krispy Kreme because of their hot now. And we went to get donuts, and it was with my parents and my husband. When we went to sit down, we had started eating our donuts, and I felt some pains in my stomach, like a pit. And I had a feeling that there was gonna be a change. I just didn't know when that was gonna be. But the pains had kind of gone away. We'd gone to Lowe's, and then we'd gone home. I went to bed, and then I woke up and about 9 o'clock, and the pains had come back with a vengeance. So they were pretty bad. I had my husband call the doctor and decided that it was time for us to go to the hospital. So we got in the car, we started going over to the hospital. Unfortunately, we had to make a pit stop because the donuts came back up. And then when we got there, they told me that I was in labor. Wow. That was a bit of a shock. I knew that I was pregnant, and I knew that I was due on December 28th, so I was 3 days late, but I had no idea that I was going to be in the hospital on New Year's Eve. So I was admitted. I was laying in the bed. I'd gotten my epidural, so I'd kind of settled down. And then it was about 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I started having the pains again, contractions. And so I called the nurse, and the nurse said that they had to wait for the doctor to come in. So right around 6:25, the doctor came in and decided that it was time, that I was ready to have my baby. And I was so excited. I was so scared though, because I was like, I don't have enough pain medication, but I trusted it. So the nurses came in, and at 6:50 a.m. my baby was born. I named him Benjamin, and that's actually short for, that's actually translated to son of the right hand, which I thought was a perfect name for him. I mean, what better place to place a baby? He was a blessing in our life, and it was just incredible. And when I held him, I knew my life would change as soon as he was placed in my arms. And he was actually the first baby at Lewis Gale. So that was actually very exciting. I had no idea that he was going to be the first baby of the year at Lewis Gale. And then I just realized at that point that it was a new year, and it was also going to be a new life. My resolution was actually to be the best mother that I could possibly be for him. And for me, I was the cared for, and now I was the caregiver. So it was just a big shock to me, but it was definitely a big blessing and a big change. And really, it was a new family. It's a new lineage. So now Benjamin, this is actually my parents' first grandbaby. And it was our first child. So that was my New Year's resolution.